In this presentation, I'll go ahead and talk about how we can create the dynamic ads. So if you remember, when we were creating the shopping ads, I was talking about the dynamic ads. What are the dynamic ads? Dynamic ads are very good for remarketing. Suppose if someone visited to your website but did not purchase anything. So what you do is you make the dynamic ads, and once you leave your website after visiting all the things, what would happen? The customer will start seeing that particular ad. Suppose he visited to your website and liked the t-shirt, but he did not purchase it. What would happen? Once he leave the website, he will start seeing the t-shirt ad. That's called the dynamic remarketing ads, and they're really very effective for the remarketing purposes. So in the previous videos, we have covered what are the things required for dynamic ads. Just like we have talked about the plugin, we have installed a plugin, we have also make some requirements. Now the main thing is, which are left, is creating a dynamic ad. How we can create a dynamic ad, that's a really very important part of it. So start creating a dynamic ad. I guess that should be start for, like, I believe you are able to understand what are dynamic ads. And if you don't understand what are the dynamic ads, and if you forget that what we have done, I would suggest you to go to the previous videos which was for dynamic ads. Go there and watch it again, and then come here and then follow along with me to create the dynamic ads. That's not a rocket science. Trust me, it's not a rocket science. It's very simple, but yeah, we need to do that, right? So let's start creating the offer dynamic ads. So if you remember, we have integrated our merchant account. After creating that, we get some dynamic audiences with us, and let's check that. If I go to tools and settings, I go to audience manager. These are the default. Look at this, it's automatically created. It's AdWords optimized list, all converters, all used of HTTPS, dummy.yourskool.in, all visitors, Google ads, and then all visitors, Google Analytics, all general visitors, which is past buyers. So everything, these were the audiences which was created by the Google itself. I did not created all of these. As you can see, it says automatically created, open, everything is there. Now what I need to do is, I'll be choosing one of them. Suppose I'll choose past buyers retail Google ads. I'll be choosing this one, and I'll be creating dynamic ad for these customers. Let's quickly do this. I'll go to Google ads. I'll go to new campaign. I go for create a campaign without a goal. I'll stick with standard and continue. I quickly do this, okay? Instead of display 2, I'll be naming as dynamic. And in India, I'll choose all the languages. Then instead of conversions, I'll be using manual CPC, and I'll be, uncheck this help increase conversions. Then each day, suppose my budget is 1,000. And if you want to use a shared library, you can use it. Additional settings, these are ad rotation. We don't go for that. Ad rules, I don't go for start and end dates. I don't go for that. Devices, no. I mean, I'm not gonna make changes on this. If you want to make the changes, you can make the changes. Then we have campaign URLs. Then we have dynamic ads, conversions, content exclusions. I'm not gonna do this. I'll directly go to dynamic ads, and this I'll be using use dynamic ads feed for personalized ads. And if you remember, we have created our dynamic ads. I'll be choosing my dynamic product feed. And then we don't go for any filters, conversions, group name. Suppose I'll keep the group name as the same. Audiences. Now I'll browse this. I'll say remarketing and similar. Website visitors, and I'll be choosing past buyers, which I have discussed. I'll be choosing this one. Now I'll come back down. I'll not be going into demographics. Then in the content writing, I'm not gonna do anything, and I'll keep this off. Group bid, suppose I'll be using 20 rupees. and then show your ads. Then of course I'll go ahead and create my ad. Now I'll say change it, upload a display ad. This is my display ad. Now look at this, it says dynamic ads. It has been already picked up by itself. I did not do anything, it has been picked up by itself. So basically, you don't need to mention your URLs and everything, because just because a product feed, it will be using the links and everything by itself dynamically, right? Like where it need to send the person, that will be dynamically picked up by Google just because of our product feed. So make sure everything is based on your product feed. So your product feed should be very, very, very effective and very, customized, because just because of that, you will be able to proceed further, right? Now I'll be mentioning my final URL. So let me get that quickly. dummy.guruschool.in. Copying it and pasting at the same moment. Now let's choose a file load. Suppose I'll be using this one. I don't think so this file would support me. Yeah, I knew it. This file won't support me. Let's see. Should I go for this one? Does it? No. Well, I think you can do it by yourself. Does it help me? No ways, it is not helping me. Which is better? Okay, so as of now, as you can see, I don't have the right dimensions pictures with me. So I would suggest you can do it by yourself. And if you need any kind of supported size formats, there are it is. You can find the right size and image formats which this Google supports, that GIF, JPG, and PNG. Go for this and upload the files, right? And mention the URL over here. Leave everything and just say create the campaign and confirm your campaign. That is it. This is so easy to create the dynamic ads. Not any kind of rocket science, just like the normal display ads. Only what we need to do is we need to just select the dynamic ads. Make sure if you're creating dynamic ad, don't forget to choose dynamic ads and data feed that would be picked up by itself. And make sure your product feed should be so much sorted in its way that the Google can customize each and everything and picked up in the right position, whichever you have mentioned. Like if you have mentioned a description, so Google will pick it up as a description, not anything else, right? So everything should be sorted, and yeah, that's it for now. I have showed you how we can create the dynamic ads. The rest, I'm only left with the files to upload. You can upload the file and you can create the campaign. Right. As of now, I'm leaving this just because I don't have the right picture with me as of now. So yeah, that's it for now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next lecture with a new topic.